Regular physical activity and a balanced diet will almost completely eliminate your chances of getting several lethal health-related diseases, including obesity, cardiovascular disease, or type 2 diabetes. The sad part is, more than 80% of people who lose weight will gain it back. That is why it is so important to find an exercise routine and a diet that you can stick to and turn into a lifestyle. Whether you enjoy doing cardio, CrossFit, a bodybuilder-style weight training program, or my personal favorite, powerlifting, or whatever form, it honestly doesn't matter, as long as you're getting in the gym, burning calories, and increasing your heart rate. In powerlifting, there are only 3 movements that you train. All 3 are full-body compound exercises using a barbell, and the goal is to move as much weight as possible using correct form to avoid injury. First is the bench, demonstrated here by Stone Cold, who makes 315 look like paper. In powerlifting, we sniff ammonia before a big set to get stronger. This happens through irritation of the mucous membranes in the nose and lungs, which in turn increases arousal. Heightened breathing triggers an increase in heart rate, which then triggers an increase in the sympathetic nervous system, which controls the fight or flight response. Man, science is crazy. Next is the squat, which is demonstrated here with a light front squat variation, because I squatted the day before, and is arguably the most important yet most hated exercise. It mainly works your quads, hamstrings, glutes, hip flexors, and core, but also has many supporting muscles such as your lower back and ankles. The third lift would be the deadlift. When it comes to warming up for a movement, I prefer doing the actual movement with just the bar, otherwise known as a dynamic warm-up, rather than static stretching, because static stretching can lead to muscle and ligament tears under heavy weight. It also allows you time to dial in your form, so make sure to do several warm-up sets, working up to your actual working weight. The other health advantage to lifting is the mental aspect. Here's a pretty good example of how mental lifting is. Last week I overhead pressed 175 for 4 reps, and today I only got it for 2. Now this could have been several other factors such as poor sleep or diet the day before. Lifting weights also releases endorphins and gives you an overall sense of well-being. I know Mike and myself both use heavy lifting almost as a form of therapy, because you always feel better after. The fact is, if you're exercising regularly, sticking to a decent diet, and taking the correct vitamins, you're just going to feel better, you're going to look better, and just be overall happier. Supplements. You can't just take a protein shake every day and expect to get huge. They are only meant to fill in deficiencies in your diet. For example, if you eat steak 6 times a day, a protein shake's not going to do anything for you. Whereas if you're a vegetarian, a protein shake would probably help you out a little bit. That's why I only take actual health supplements, because I'm actually a hypocrite and I live off of fast food. I take fish oil because there's no fish in my diet, that's an essential. I take a multivitamin because there's no vitamin D in a cheeseburger at McDonald's. And I take a probiotic to improve gut health. Now after you finish your lazy 2-rep powerlifting set that took you an hour to work up to and you're sitting on the bench for 55 minutes of, it's important to get some actual work in here. Studies have shown that high-intensity interval training, or HIIT training, improves your muscular and cardiovascular endurance at the same time. It also is quick and it speeds up your metabolic rate, basically a metabolism boost for up to 48 hours after you're done with your workout. Here's a quick example of a superset with no break in between.